Hello and welcome to Chair Yoga Plus. This is a practice that can be done all in the chair. I do include some standing. If you prefer to do those in the chair, that's also possible. Because today we're exploring the possibilities in our yoga practice. So let's begin by sitting tall, feet on the earth. Roll your shoulders down your back. Maybe rest your hands right on your thighs and come to your breath. Observe your inhale and your exhale. Now, is it possible for you to lengthen the inhale and maybe lengthen the exhale? Sometimes we can count to help us do that. So I'm going to do a count of 8, but if 4 is your number or 6 is your number, explore your possibilities. So exhaling fully here, we inhale, 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 inhale. Inhale a little bit more, slowly let it out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Exhaling, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now just take a nice big inhale here through the nose and let it out through the nose without counting, without worrying about whether you're lengthening it or not. And just pause again. Check in with your breathing. Expand the lower ribs, the diaphragm, maybe even the back side of the body here. Observing what moves when you breathe. And then bring your hands at your side, sit a little taller, shoulders right over your hips, mountain in the chair. And we'll inhale again, up. This time raise the arms and then turn the fingers out, give them a little wiggle and lower them down. One more big breath like that, in through the nose and out through the nose if you can. And then rest the hands and turn the head one way, center, the other way. Explore how far you can turn. After 2 or 3 tries, maybe you start to turn a little deeper. Just explore here. No need to go any certain distance. It's what can you do? What are your possibilities here? We'll come back to center. We'll tilt our ear towards our shoulder, draw our shoulder down. And then release that and do it on the other side. Just kind of stretch through that neck today and bring it back to center. Hands on your hips, let's lift one foot and circle the ankle. Circle in the other direction. And then place that foot down, let's lift the other foot. Circle that big toe around, still sitting tall. And then go in the other direction and place that foot down. Now lift that knee up as high as you can get it and carefully lower it down. Stay with the same leg. Lift it again and lower it down. Explore how far can you lift it with control and lower it with control. One more. Maybe it's just a little. but you can control it all the way down. Let's try that on the other side. Start out small, explore there, controlling as you rest it back on the earth. Maybe we lift a little higher. Explore. One more. Lowering it with control. And then I'm going to come forward in my chair so my feet are nice and connected to the earth. Lift my heels, lift my toes. Up, heels up, toes up. Just rocking through the sole of the foot. And then pause, sit a little taller. Take a nice big breath in. Let's release everything, coming to mountain in the chair. We'll take an easy twist here now. Take your hands over to one side of your chair, lift your sternum and turn and look in that direction. Take a few breaths here. Explore again. How far can you twist? With some comfort, you're working, but you're not feeling any strain. And then we'll release it back and just observe one side of your ribs to the other. Let's do it on the other side. So we take the hands to the side of the chair, sit tall, and turn. Turn the head, the shoulders, maybe even turn the belly button a little. Hold it here and breathe. And on an exhale, let's release it back to center. I'm going to step to one side of my chair here and come into an easy lunge in the chair. So I'm on the outside leg is bent and the toes are behind me a little bit. Turning my gaze over the side leg here. This is our lunge in the chair. We're going to tuck the outside arm in. We're going to push it forward. Bring it back and turn. Look over our shoulder. Explore here. How far can you reach here? How far can you twist when you pull it back? Go where you can. Moving through our movement here. And then hold that elbow back, extend the arm. It doesn't matter where you extend the arm. It can be here, here. Just take it where you can. Still pressing into that side knee over here, lifting through the sternum. Exhale and release that all the way down. Step the outside foot in first, pivot in your chair, and rock through the soles of those feet, lifting the heels, lifting the toes. We'll go to the other side now. So we'll step out the leg to the side of the chair, send the outside leg back, staying on the ball of the foot. A little bend in that outside knee, and we reach. Explore again the possibilities of your reach and your twist as you look back over your shoulder. Use your other hand on the other thigh for balance. Continue to explore. Can you reach just a little further? Can you twist a little bit more? One more. And then we'll stay here, sit tall, shoulders right over your hips. Open up that outside arm. Palm can be facing forward, just opening up through the chest now on this side. Breathing in and breathing out. And then release that down. Step the outside foot in first, pivot back to your chair. And now we're going to squeeze our glutes. So I'm going to turn again sideways. It's very hard to see, so just feel it right in your glutes back here. Squeeze them together. Feel the pelvic muscles lift and then release. Squeeze and release. Now we can explore some possibilities here also. See if you can come up out of the chair, squeeze your glutes, and then lower down with control. If you're not there yet today, just stay with this squeeze and think about your weight lifting upward as you squeeze and releasing back down again as you release. Otherwise, come all the way up and squeeze, and with control, go all the way down. Now you can do this without arms. Great. If you need to touch the chair as you go back down, that's fair too. So you can always have your fingertips on the chair when you're rising and moving. Touch the chair, lower yourself back and down. One more time here, hand on the chair or not, explore that possibility. And then come to rest. Let's take a few cat-cows. Just round the shoulders. And then lift. And as you round the shoulders, we want to tuck the chin so that you get a stretch in the back of the neck now. One more time here. And then bring it back to mountain in the chair. Now you can stay here and we're going to do some crunches. I'm going to stand and do them, but before I do that, let me show you what they look like right here. So you can put your fingertips on your shoulders, lift one knee, turn towards it, bringing that opposite elbow to touch the knee. And again, explore. Maybe you don't touch today, or maybe after 3 or 4, you can touch your knee. I'm going to show you how to do this standing also. Using the chair for balance, my outside arm's going to come up. And again, I can have my fingers right here on the shoulder, or I could bring the arm into a right angle, lift a knee, and take that elbow towards that knee, touch it, and place it back down. Now, what if you don't touch it? That's okay too. Just explore where your body goes. And again, if you're doing this in the chair, you're still getting the benefit of strengthening your core muscles here. And then let's go over to the other side. I'm going to face my chair, other arms out to the side, lifting the opposite knee, bring that elbow to touch and down. Use the chair for stability. And if you find your balancing is very good today, maybe let go of the chair. But that doesn't help with the strengthening the abs. That just builds balance. So focus on just the abs today, strengthening them, and focus on bringing that elbow forward, opening up the back of the shoulder. And then pause. Let's come to mountain. Let's do those cat-cows. Now, if you're standing, we can use the chair for that. So we come into half down dog, so our upper body is nice and tall here. We round and we lift. And lift this time, you can lift your gaze. Now we can explore some possibilities here also by placing our hands in the seat of the chair. Same position, down dog, lift and round. And then come up and carefully walk your feet in and come to your mountain. So a couple of ways we could do it, right? In the chair, the back of the chair, or the seat of the chair. Explore those possibilities in your practice. Come to mountain, pause here, and breathe. So I'm going to explore another possibility here today, and that is pyramid pose. We can use the top of the chair and we take our feet wide apart. And I'm going to pivot to look at my chair. So my foot closest to the chair points to the chair. The back foot points out maybe at a 45-degree angle. Find your balance first, and then just fold out over that leg. You can have a little micro bend in the leg, but we're after a stretch in the back of the leg. So don't bend it too much, just keep that energy working up the leg, pulling that hip back, and then come up. Now another possibility would be to use the seat of the chair. So we place our one hand in the seat of the chair and we fold once again over that leg, pulling the hip back into pyramid pose. You can have both hands on the chair, I guess, too. And if you're in the chair, it's going to look like this. You extend the leg and you just place your hands either above the knee or below the knee for your pyramid pose. So 3 possibilities there. We got one more possibility. That's placing the hands on the leg, sliding the hands below the knee as we come into that stretch. Find your position here in the chair, hands in the chair, hands on your shin, and let's just hold that for 3 breaths. And then bend the knee slightly as you come up, especially if you're standing, and we step it in. Now we'll do the other side. So again, choose, if you're in the chair, you extend the leg. If you're using the back top of the chair, your hands there. Your hands could be on the seat of the chair, or your hands could be on your thigh. And we'll just try all those different positions so you can find the one that works for you today. Explore. Once you're there, we're going to hold that pose, draw the hip back a little bit, and breathe. 3 beautiful breaths in and out. And then carefully step the back foot in as you bend that front knee and come to mountain pose. And breathe in and breathe out a few times. Find your center. And let's come into chair pose. So again, we could use the back of the chair, or we could just hover the hands parallel to the floor and push our hips back. Draw the belly in and up to support us here. Weight in the whole foot. So you want weight in the heels, weight in the balls of the foot. Anchoring to earth. And if you want, the hands can come up a little more, up over your ears. And again, chairs available. We could rest one hand for stability on the chair. And we'll take 3 breaths here in our chair pose. And again, we're going to work strengthening our glutes, our backside. So we're going to push through the feet and rise up tall mountain here and squeeze those glutes. And then release it all back down. Let's try it again. So we come into our chair, wherever your chair is. Chair with your body, and then rise up, squeeze those glutes together, reach tall, exhale and release it down. Let's try one more, and just notice the possibilities for you here today. Maybe you need the chair as you come up, so you would have one hand or maybe both hands on the back of that chair, and then as you come up, you squeeze in. Release the chair a little bit maybe. Maybe bring that arm up also. Exhale and release. How did you do? That's a great exercise because we're using our backside right here. We're working with our backside. We're strengthening the inner leg line and we're strengthening our core. That's going to help us build that balance and stability also. So coming back into the chair now. We'll end our class here with a chair twist. So this is chair in the chair, right? And we're going to take both hands to one side. Before we did it on the chair, and you can do that, I'm going to place my hands on my thigh, press my thighs together and turn, pressing against the thigh, drawing that shoulder back, one shoulder going back, the other shoulder coming forward a little bit. And then release it, and let's do that on the other side. Hands on the thigh, sit tall. Here we go. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath, and then exhale and release that also. Very nice. Adding on to that, right? Because we're exploring our possibilities today. So we're going to place our hands, let's go this way, the first side, right? We're going to place our hands there, but I'm going to come down so that my elbow is touching my thigh. So it's a forward fold here. Make sure you're enough in the chair that you feel supported. And then maybe I can place the other hand on top and draw that shoulder back. This is a little deeper, a deeper twist. And you got to be in the chair, very secure. Press the feet into the floor. One more inhale. And we'll exhale and release that. Let's try it on the other side. So again, feet are planted on the earth. It's important to feel that anchor. You're back in the chair enough, and you're going to turn. Now you want to start here, and then lean into your forward fold. Place your elbow on your thigh, palm to palm, and then start to rotate the torso, drawing that top shoulder back. Keep the head and neck engaged a little with a little tuck of the chin. And then exhale slowly and come up. How did you do? Did you stay here with your chair, or did you come forward and anchor on your elbow? All possibilities, right? You're still getting a twist. You're still doing chair twist pose. Very nice. Okay, let's take a nice deep breath. You did great today. Let's take it down. And as you release the hands, lift the sternum here, sit tall. Notice your shoulders over your hips. We'll inhale again here. And then we'll bring the hands down and lift one leg, hold behind the leg, draw it in, and release it down. Other side. So we're just drawing that leg in as much as we can. Now we're assisting it with our hands and lowering it down. Back to the first side, bring it in and release it with control. Other side, draw it in. And I kind of draw it towards the shoulder, not towards the middle of the chest here. So you might want to explore that. Where is it best for you? And again, maybe it's just a little bit pulling it off towards that shoulder. It doesn't have to be big. Just finding your possibilities here, right? Could be little, just enough for you to find the benefits of your practice. Take another nice big breath here. Wiggle the fingers and bring them down. Place the hands back on your thigh and let's do cat-cow. And then come center here, sitting tall. Back to our mountain pose. And then bring our hands in front of our heart and bow to our bodies for a fabulous yoga practice today, exploring your possibilities. Thank you for joining me. Tell all your friends about Yoga by Bonnie, share Yoga Plus, subscribe so that you get the next video. Namaste.